Hey guys, it's your tour guide Kalltorak here, and today I'm bringing you an update on my Righteous Fire Rhoa build. This build was really fun. I keep getting asked if it survived, if it's deleted or not, and as far as I can tell, it does not look like it's been deleted, and it might actually be buffed. So let's just go through everything and let's explain the build. So, Righteous Fire Rhoa, it is doing what other minion builds do. Rhoa Mount is a minion, and you can put Infernal Legion into it. And there's a weird thing where when you're riding Rhoa Mount, it becomes immune to status effects because you're the one that's supposed to be taking damage, essentially. As you can see here, when I dismount the Rhoa Mount, it starts taking damage from Infernal Legion. So you are immune to the Infernal Legion damage while you're riding it, but the Rhoa keeps its damage aura. So it is essentially a Righteous Fire bot. Like it is doing Righteous Fire. Now, I do want to mention that if that is a bug, that will, we have ways around that, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, it's a super fun build. I will not be league starting this build. This build is not league start friendly. This is definitely an expensive build that you will late game swap to. Do not expect to league start this. I am going to be league starting a plant oracle. If you want to see me water some plants, I'll be playing purely caster based. I won't be doing shape shifts. I'm going to be trying my hardest to make purely plants work on an oracle. My second character will be a thorns something with bear probably. Yeah, just wanted to update you guys. Like, this is not my first character. I might do like a day one like where I test to see if the mechanic works and update you guys that way. But yeah, if you want to follow along with my league starts or any of my builds, join the Thorns Discord. I have channels for all of my builds. Just to throw that out there. But yeah, let's just show how it works. Yeah, you're just essentially Righteous Firebot. You are riding the Rhoa, which is the source of Infernal Legion. Because that puts you on top of it, right? Your player model is now essentially the source of Infernal Legion. So it plays exactly like normal Infernal Legion does. Or excuse me, Righteous Fire does. You are just walking through the map. There's no minion spam, no weapon swap spam. It is just pure, glorious Righteous Fire fun. And yeah, as far as I can tell, it is surviving the patch, and in a lot of ways, its damage is getting buffed. Well, in a very expensive kits, it is getting buffed. But yeah, it's super cool. This setup I am doing is on a budget. It's actually partially gutted. I don't even have any, what are these silly things called? Charms in. So this is like a half-ass setup. This is a Waystone 15. It's just an Alkengo map. It's nothing hard. I've killed every boss in the game with this. I think I killed tier 3 Zetch in 15 to 10 seconds. You can get a lot more defenses with this build. My friend had 10k plus energy shield and was super tanky, and with next patch you'll be able to get that tanky, probably tankier, and then have just even more damage than this. You really are just running through the map. Righteous firing it. Yeah, it's not too hard to explain. Let me go ahead and show you guys the boss. I'll go ahead and click off the shrine so it's you guys can see what the DPS actually looks like. Now, for the DPS, we are using Scythosphere for Aggravate Ignite, so you will see me, that's the only time we ever use a skill, is just to get the Aggravate Ignite. Very fun build. As you can see here, I am getting critical weakness on it, and then I get in range. This is a Waystone 15 with max boss Atlas passives. It is not jelly juiced, and it is not a particularly hard Waystone at all. Almost did get clobbered there because this character is, he's missing a lot of his defensives that he normally had. But yeah, that's the boss DPS. I will show an Arbiter attempt in a second. Okay, so yeah, Infernal Legion. So as you can see here, the Rhoa mount is dying, and a lot of people think that when you're riding it, it should take damage. We have solved this just like Righteous Fire minion builds do. Rhoa mount is a minion, and you can get it immune to the damage it takes from Infernal Legion, to where it is going to be fine. So we have play tested with that. We have worked that into our kits. We actually spent a lot of time trying to prepare for GGG to nerf this build in many ways to see if we'd be able to pull it off again. So hopefully it is still usable. Yep, when you're riding it, it stops taking damage. If that gets changed, solvable. One of the things that is a bug, and I have no idea whether it's going to be in the next patch or not, and if it's fixed or not. We are using Malice Scepter, Omen Scepter that gives you the Malice aura. that gives critical weakness around you. And if you remember the Bira Ignite build from patch 0.2, that was causing Ignite to have instant or 100% critical hit chance. That appears to be happening here. When you get in range of a enemy that has Malice Aura, the Ignite from the Righteous Fire Rhoa seems to crit 100% of the time. That should be fixed, obviously, as a bug, and might be fixed. There is a line of text that says igniting aura effects, including ignited ground, no longer apply infinite ignites. Instead, they apply regular ignites with standard duration and will reapply them after they expire. Now, what that would sometimes lead to is, like, you would get your Malice Aura on the boss, you would get in range into it, and it would guarantee, like, an infinite ignite that was always just, like, super crit. But I don't know if that's getting nerfed with this line of text, because even if it's not an infinite ignite and it pulses every 1 second or whatever, or refreshes the ignite every few seconds, we're still going to have the Omen Scepter on it, the Malice Scepter on it, and it should still be critting all the time. So I don't think this, like, this is not in the patch notes. This might not even be in the patch notes. But as of right now, it does not appear that the Malice Scepter damage boost is nerfed. But if it is, our damage is buffed through the Adorned. One of the best ways that we played this build is through the Adorned. It got buffed to 150%. We are also getting double corrupt for jewels, so you can have a bunch of magic jewels with double corrupts. If you just took every single jewel slot on the map on a Pathfinder, or maybe like an Oracle Druid, or either the Druids, rather, Titan, you could just get a super juiced Adorned setup. With the double corrupts, you could get, again, this is going to be a very expensive multi-mirror setup, but with the double corrupts, you would get your resistances very high, potentially capped. One of the best ways we scale our damage is through jewels. As you can see here, all of my jewels in my tabulas have % increased companion damage and % increased maximum life. Rhoa scales off its maximum life, which scales off a gem level. And of course, other maximum life stuff. Like, I have a bunch of the Primite Talismans, which were not nerfed in this patch, as far as I can tell. So yeah, we're just trying to scale our life as much as possible, and jewels are one of the best ways to do that. You will be definitely running an Adorned setup on this in super late game. And yeah, it would boost you a lot. Now, one of the ways we did get nerfed is amulets got nerfed. They got changed to where they can only roll +1 to skills on them. So we will go from +3 minion skills to +1. That would put me down to level 29 Rhoa mount. Now, I only have a +4 minion skills scepter. I believe these go up to +5. I'm not sure if they go up to +6. But if they are still +5 next patch, I would at least be at 30. One of the ways we might get buffed is we get a Prism of Belief for Rhoa mount. Unlikely, but that would give us +3 levels as well. Another interesting way we got buffed is with Zoph's Pyre. Zoph's Pyre now makes you do 40% of fire damage as extra chaos damage. Zoph's Pyre was one of the ways we were scaling Rhoa mount for a while, especially when we were playing the Lich version with Unholy Might. So that build got buffed. And then they changed several of the small passive nodes, like the ones around Nourishing Ally. A lot of these are like % increased damage for your companions, and then % increased damage while your companion's in your presence. A lot of these are probably getting reworked. We don't know if that's going to be a buff or not. In some of the Rhoa builds, we were abusing a lot of the companion nodes. You know, when I was doing it on my Gemling, I had a bunch of these companion nodes. I'm not doing them on the Titan. You wouldn't be doing them on the Oracle. You might do them on the Pathfinder. But yeah, these nodes getting reworked may or may not be a buff for the Rhoa build. Is there anything I am missing? I'm pretty sure I said it's not League Start friendly. Yeah, I mean, clearly this build has potentially quite a few bugged interactions that GGG just could nuke in the next patch. The biggest way they would change this build is if you just can't slot Infernal Legion into Rhoa mount. Like, that would just, you know, that kills the build completely, and that's not a hard thing to do for them. You know, if they decide that they don't want this to be a thing, you know, the simplest solution to it is just make Infernal Legion not go in the Rhoa mount, period. So if that happens, there is no solving it. And yeah, that's the build. Oh, my game just crashed. So yeah, I think we'll end the build there. Hopefully this build isn't about the crash. Bye.